So now we are going to watch a small video. After the video, we are going to discuss what is the topic we are talking about today. All right?
Okay, sir.
So now just look at the, watch the video. Just watch the video.
Do you hear that? It sounds like a fire truck. I wonder where it could be. There it is. It was hiding in the trash can. Now the fire truck is out of the trash can. Look at it go. In the trash can. Out of the trash can. Let's see what else we can find. I think I hear a monster truck. There it is. The monster truck was in the drawer. And now it's on the floor. What's he doing now? It looks like the monster truck is going to jump over the transport truck. Cool. Nice jump. In the drawer. On the floor. Over the transport truck. I hear another emergency vehicle. Let's go find it. Look, the little police car is chasing the sports car. And he's right behind the sports car. The police car is catching up to him. Now he is beside the sports car. And now the police car is in front of the sports car. The police car was behind, beside, then in front of the sports car. Let's try to find some more toy vehicles. Hey, there's something up there. Cool! It's a couple of big dump trucks. The dump trucks are beside each other. And here comes a backhoe. The backhoe is between the two dump trucks. Beside, between. There's one more vehicle to find. I wonder where it could be. Nope, not under the desk. It's not beside the dresser either. Where did it go? Oh, I think I hear something. There it is. There's a helicopter under the bed. Helicopters are so cool. They can go up in the sky, down to the ground, in any direction you want. Now the helicopter is above the bed. The helicopter was under the bed, above the bed, and went up and down. Whoa, look at the helicopter go. The helicopter is flying around the light. Whoops! Oh no, look out! Uh-oh, the helicopter went through the window. He really should be more careful. The helicopter went around the light and through the window. Great job finding all those toy vehicles, Brainiacs. The words we learned today are called prepositions. They help us find where things are and how they're moving. Wow, you're learning so much! And you're going to be so smart for when you go to school. Thanks for learning with us. Hey Brainiacs, click here if you want to see more of our fun videos. Learning is cool, and I'm so glad you're here to learn with us. And if you keep learning, you can be anything you want to be when you grow up. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our new videos.
All right. So just now what we have watched?
We watch prepositions.
Very good. We watched a small video and prepositions. It's not prepositions, it's prepositions. Right? Good. So, in the prepositions video, what are the things you observed?
In, out of, on, over, behind, beside, in front of, between, under, up, down, above, around, through.
Very good. Right? So we have observed all the positions are the places of an object. Okay. So now, you please tell me what is meant by preposition. What is meant by preposition? What is meant by preposition? So what do you think about the prepositions? Yeah, tell me. Preposition is a word which is talking about the position of the subject.
A word which is talking.
Right? What is meant by preposition? A preposition is a
word
word which is talking about the position of the subject.
Subject.
So, yeah, where the subject is. Is it there under, on, above, below, in front, behind, right? On, all these things can be known by observing the preposition. These are all nothing but prepositions. Okay?
Yes,
So what is meant by preposition? A word which is talking about the position of the subject.
The subject.
Very good. So now tell me, just now I said preposition is talking about the position of the subject. Right?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me what is meant by subject first.
Subject.
Yes. So what is meant by subject?
Which
Giraffe and
an
action.
action.
So don't forget that. A preposition means a word which is talking about the subject. So before we are going to understand what exactly mean by the preposition, we're supposed to know or we're supposed to understand what exactly mean by the subject. So subject means doer of an action, or simply we can say a person or a thing or anything, whatever performing any action. For example,
He speaks English.
right? So here he is the subject.
subject.
Right.
Speaks is verb.
Very good.
They is subject. Listening is verb. Music is object.
Right.
We is subject. Playing is verb. Cricket is object. He is a boy. He is subject. Boy is object. It's beautiful.
Right. So these are the examples we can discuss. Right. Now let me tell you what exactly the subject means.
He, they, we, he, and she is or subject.
Very good. Right. So if you observe all these examples, there is a particular person or there is someone has been doing a work. Right. So the person whoever doing the work is known as subject.
Subject.
For example, talk about us. I have been teaching English and you have been listening to English class. Right. Here I is the subject as well as you is the subject. Okay. Similarly, so he speaks English. Who is doing the action? He.
He.
Okay.
Subject.
Similarly, they are listening. Who? They. They is the subject. Next,
Subject.
we are playing cricket. Who are playing cricket? We. We is the subject here. Then
Subject.
he is a boy. Who? He. He is a boy. So he is the subject. Then she is beautiful. Who? She. She is the beautiful. Right? She is a beautiful girl or she is beautiful. So she is nothing but the subject.
Subject.
So whatever the words I marked in a red color, those are all nothing but subjects. What they are all?
Subjects.
Very good. Right? So now, what is meant by preposition?
A word which is talking about the position of the subject.
The position of
Very
the
good. So a word which is talking about the position of the subject is known as preposition. So we understood what is meant by subject, and now we are going to look a little forward what exactly the preposition, how it is going to help us to frame the sentences, and how it is going to help us to improve our communication skills. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts regarding this concept of preposition?
No, sir.
Very good. So are you all able to see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
So what is there on the screen?
List of prepositions.
It's not prepositions, it's prepositions.
preposition.
Prepositions.
Very good. Right. So I'm going to give you a list of prepositions which you can use for your regular conversation. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay, fine. Right. So now just look at the first preposition. So I'm going to give you a list of prepositions. Just look at the prepositions and the meaning and the example. Right. I'm going to give you the preposition, the meaning, and the example. These are the things we are going to learn today. Okay. First preposition, then meaning, and then example. Okay. Right. So now, what we can understand by observing this is nothing but, so how can we use prepositions?
Prepositions.
How can we use prepositions to our conversation? That is what we are going to practice now. Okay, so the first one, on. Pronounce it, on. Right?
On.
Very good.
On.
So what is the meaning of the preposition on?
Up. On means
Down.
Right? So it can be used in different places, but here we are talking about the time. Okay, so there are different types of prepositions, but don't get confused. I'm not going to give you that much of detailed information as per your age, right? So just focus on is the preposition, or on is the word can be used to indicate
Station.
to the place as well as the time, right? So we can use that on to indicate the place as well as the time. First focus on the time, then after we can focus on the place, right? Fine. So if you observe here, on, what is the first word here?
on.
On.
Very good. So the word on can be used to indicate a particular time
This
of the days and
and
the dates, particular days and particular time, particular dates, particular days of the time. For example, on Sunday. What is that? On Sunday. On
Sunday.
May
On
1st.
Sunday.
On May 1st. On Christmas Eve. Right? So on Christmas Eve. On my mock. On my mock. On the weekend. On the weekend.
Weekend.
Right?
Sir,
Yes.
can you tell me what is the meaning of indicate, sir?
Sorry.
Can you tell me what is the meaning of indicate, sir?
Indicate means showing. Show. To, for example, I'm indicating my pen. Right? I'm showing. I'm indicating a particular thing. Okay? So indicating means pointing out. Pointing out. This is, that is, like that. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Fine. So here, on Sunday, on May 1st, on Christmas Eve. If you observe here, all are indicating a particular concept. For example, on Sunday. On Sunday means we are talking about a particular day of the week.
Week.
Right? So on May 1st, we are not talking about the complete month, but we are talking about a particular day in the month. Right? So
Yes.
on Christmas Eve. So Christmas Eve in the sense, Christmas festival. Right? On the Christmas Eve in the sense, we are talking about particular festival. Right?
Festival.
Similarly, all these things, on my mark, right, and on the weekend. So we are talking about a particular thing. If you observe the meaning here, days of the week and days. If you're talking about any particular dates, or if you're talking about any particular days, in that case, we have to use on.
On.
Got it? Understood
Yes,
the meaning of on?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir. Days
Right.
of week and dates.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, come to the second one.
In.
In.
Right. So now, what is the second one?
In.
In.
In. Right. So here we discussed on a particular date and on a particular day. All right. But here we are talking about months, seasons, year. Okay. Months, seasons, year. Right. For example, in summer, in July, in 2017. But here on Sunday, on May 1st, here they mentioned the whole month in general, but here they mentioned a particular day of the month, right? A particular date of the month. Got the difference? On is using to indicate a particular day or date. But in is indicating or in is using to talk about particular month, not the particular day. Here we are talking about whole month, but on particular date. Got it? So particular,
Yes,
whenever you are talking about particular date, go for on. If you are talking in general, then go for in. For example, I was born in 1990, or I was born in 2005. I was born in 2011. I was born in 2015. Understood?
Yes, sir.
If you want to say particular date, I was born in May 1st, 1990. I was born on Sunday. I was born on 21st January. Like that. Okay.
Yes.
So talking about particular dates, we have to use on. Talking about general or talking about a whole month, in that case you have to use in. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Right. Now, so part of the day. What is the second point? So we discussed the first point and then we need to discuss the second point. What is the second point here? Part of the day. Right? If you are talking about a particular part, we are not talking about the whole day, but we are talking about a part of the day. In that case, you have to use in. For example, in the evening. In the morning. Very good. In the afternoon. Right?
Yes,
Understood?
sir.
Very good. Right. Next. What is the third point here?
After a period of time.
Very good. After a
Period of time.
right? If you want to talk about a particular time, right? In an hour.
In an hour.
Right? So after
Yes,
1 hour, if you want to say after 1 hour, so for example, if you ask, when will be your friend is arriving or when will your friend is coming to your class, then you can say in an hour. Or if anyone asks you, when are you coming to my house, you can say in an hour. So now the third one. What is the third one? At. Right? At. Yeah, very good. So if you are talking about a particular or a specific point of time, not a period of time, the point of time, right? So if you're talking about a particular or specific point of time, in that case, you have to use at. For example, at 11 o'clock, at 11:15, or at 6:30. What is 6:30? What does it mean, 6:30? What does it mean? Half past 6. Tell me, what is the meaning of that? 6:30. Any idea? Right. So 6:30 in the sense, already it's the time 6:30. Already half an hour completed in the 6 o'clock. Okay. So if you are talking about the time from 6 to 7, you can mention this. Actually, this is the time frame. This is the time frame we're supposed to use to indicate what exactly the time is, right? So, for example, 6:15. If you want to talk about 6:15, you can say simply 15 minutes past 6, right? Or 25, right? Like that. So, based on the minutes, you can say. So, here you can easily understand that half past. Half means 30 minutes. So what is the half an hour? What is the meaning of half an hour? 30 minutes, right? So half past, which means already 30 minutes completed, right? So this is the way how you're supposed to indicate the time, right? What is the second one? So exceptions. Exceptions means exceptions. What is mean by exceptions? Here, if you observe, in the evening, in an hour, in the future, right? But here, they have given at noon, at night, okay? At the weekend. So here also, on the weekend. Understood? Here on the weekend, but when it comes to here, at the weekend. Here at noon, at night, but here in the evening, right? So we can use either at or in to indicate these things. Understood? So if you want to say at noon, at night.
Sir.
Yes. Yes.
Sir.
Yeah.
London English is there, sir.
Sorry?
London English is there, sir. London English.
Wait a second. Okay. So what's the next one?
Since.
Since. Okay. So what's the meaning of since here? From a specific point in the time until now. So we are talking about past, right? So how you can identify what is past, what is present, and what is future? Just keep yourself as a image. So this is present, right? This is present. Front means future. Back means past. Present, future, past. Right? So back. So already back in a sense completed. So that's why we are talking about past. So if you are indicating yourself in a sense, this is present. If you are indicating in front of you in the sense, that will be future. Okay? Present, past, future. Okay? So future, present, past. Clear?
No,
So,
sir.
it's not clear.
No, sir.
Just, are you able to see the phone? Sorry, pen,
Yes, sir.
right? So just assume that this is present. Okay. Are you
Okay,
able to
sir.
see my hand behind the pen?
Yes, sir.
So this is
Yes,
past, right? Back side of the pen is nothing but past, means already completed.
Oh,
Yesterday, day before yesterday, 1 month ago, 3 months ago, last year, right? So that is nothing but past. Okay. So this is present. Now in front of the pen, right? So in front of the pen in the sense, this will be the future. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, right? So Rishikesh, when is your birthday? When is your birthday?
October 9th, sir.
Right? So October 9th in the sense, is it the present or past or future?
Future.
Future, right?
Sir.
So your
Yes, sir.
birthday will be in the future. It will be in the future, not in the present, not in the past. Okay. So your last birthday you celebrated in the last year. Say yes or no?
Past.
So you
Yes, sir.
celebrated your last birthday in the last year in the sense that is past.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
if you are celebrating your birthday today means that is present.
Present.
Right? So if you are celebrating your birthday after 1 month or after 1 week or after 1 day, for example, you are celebrating your birthday in September. What did you say?
October 9th, sir.
Right? October 9th. So what is the month now? We are in April. So October in the sense.
29.
So October to April, there is a lot of gap, right?
Yes, sir.
That gap is known as future.
Future.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Okay, sir.
Right. So here this word since, this preposition since is used to talk about past till now. Past to till now.
No.
Right? So from here to here. Past to present. We are going to talk about past to present whenever you are using this since preposition. See the example. Since 1980. Right? Since 1980. Since yesterday. So the action started somewhat back, somewhat in the past. And now we are continuing, still continuing the action. Okay. So for example, you can say, I have been listening to this class. I have been listening to this class since morning.
Morning.
Okay. I have been listening to this class since morning. What does it mean? From the morning, you have been attending the class.
is going on.
Right?
The class.
Understood the difference?
Yes, sir.
From the morning,
Yes, sir.
you have been attending the classes. Means still you are in the class only. Okay. So you started in the morning, but you have been continuing, still continuing. Right? To indicate this situation, you have to use since. What you have to use?
Since.
Very good. Now, for. So what is the next word?
For.
For. Very good. So if you are talking about for, it should be a particular time. Period of time here, point of time. We did not mention when. From the morning, but at what o'clock? We did not mention that. the time we did not mention. How many hours, how many minutes, or at what o'clock, we did not mention that. That is what the meaning of point of time. Then period of time means for the first time or for 3 years, right? So here, since 1980 means from the 1980 year onwards still today. But we don't know how many years are there. We did not count, or we did not mention how many days or how many months or how many years. Okay, but if you want to mention that for 10 years, for 5 minutes, simply we can say about this English class, I have been listening English class for 1 hour. Okay, I have been listening to English class for 1 hour. Means you started 1 hour before. You have been continuing. After 1 hour, you are going to end it. Okay, I have been attending English class for 1 hour. And I have been practicing English for 1 hour every day. Like that you can say. Okay, so these are the words we can use as prepositions, right? So I'm going to stop.
Sir, wait.